Two dramas at the back, but otherwise no problem. Senna, Berger, then Alesi in third place. Fourth, Alain Prost. Fifth, Nigel Mansell. Sixth, Thierry Boutsen. Seventh, Alessandro Nannini. Then a gap to Piquet Gugelmin. Then Warwick and Donnelly. Down the back straight for the first time. Senna trying to edge away from the following Gerhard, Berger and Alesi. Then the small gap out to Alain Prost. And further back, we had Gugelmin leading Derrick Warwick into the Parabolica. But coming out of the Parabolica, we had drama. Warwick ran wide onto the grass, into the barrier, and then rolled back across the track, upside down, the car catching fire. Flames coming out. There were spins further back as people tried to avoid him, including Satoru Nakajima. And Warwick upside down on the track, but crawled out of that wreckage miraculously and simply strolled away, looking to see if there was any traffic coming, as though he was a perfectly ordinary pedestrian. It was unbelievable that Warwick should have climbed out of that wreckage. He must have crashed at around 150 miles per hour. And later explained that the front just washed out, deprived of downforce by Gugelmin ahead of him. He was on the grass very quickly. The car just went away from him into that polystyrene protecting the Armco barrier, and that partially launched him upside down onto the track. He must have slid for something like 200 yards upside down, keeping his helmet off the road, although it was badly scratched. And the car catching fire. Thankfully, the fire going out again as the car came to rest. And then Warwick jogged, in the company of the Italian TV commentator, back down the pit lane, his first thought being to get into the spare car. And does that show resilience? Yes, it certainly does. Quite remarkable. And what a competitive spirit from this English driver. We can think of one or two others in the Grand Prix pits who would have been lying there sometime after the start, because they would have been so badly affected. So we went for a second restart. Always a worry with the transmissions and clutches. Hard worked, but a full grid with Derrick Warwick in the spare car and in his spare helmet, I'm afraid to say, because his second thought apparently was not to get his brand new helmet scratched, and it was. So unfortunately he had to take his old helmet. And of course, Lotus constructed helmets especially for him, so that was a testament to their product as well. But Derrick Warwick in the spare car, which he didn't like the handling of very much. So here he is coming up behind teammate Martin Donnelly. Cars warming up their tyres.